Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2 here today on the channel. We're back on our Divide et Impera Gaul campaign. This is episode 5. In today's episode, we're going to continue upon our war we've had for the last 3 episodes against the Romans. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe with notifications on, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series, and we allow me to expand and conquer. In the last episode, we managed to take Rome and most of the north, Arretium, Irinium, and Genoa. We should be able to finish off the last of the Romans here today. They fled further south to Beneventum, Tyrus, Cassentia, and Sicily. We have most of Cisalpine Gaul, Epirus, Britannia, and the Celtiberians on our side. I did make a loose peace with Rome, so I get some armies built up. We have 5 in operation near Beneventum. In Cerberus and Massalia have men on the border. So we shall now call a co-war target, so hopefully our military allies Patavium and Cerberus and Massalia will come with us in the fight. So, I recommend watching the Siege of Rome in the last episode if you haven't already. We've hit one of our major objectives of uniting Gaul under a Gallic king. We have 14k against their 3.3. We've nearly got another 20,000 man battle, mostly on my side of course, but Beneventum has fallen to the Celtic cause. Alrighty. And taking Rome was another objective, and becoming the barbarian king of Italy, the Gallic king of the Romans, is another huge objective. We should be able to hit our short victory conditions here today. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. So, we have 5 armies in Beneventum. Let's push out against the Romans. Now, they have 1 stack near Cassentia and 2 armies near Tyrus, or Brundisium, whatever you want to call it. So let's try and split up the Arverni force under King Orserix, the conqueror of Gaul, the Anata, and the ruler and king of Italy. Rome has actually changed over to a barbarian settlement, which is cool. We're going to have to send 1 army back to defend Rome, or Arretium and Irinium, just in case. So they have some armies in the south. We've thrown back a lot of ready. 3 full stacks of Rome, I would probably say. And we've taken the city. Let's see how they react as we're on the border now. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. It's time to attack the Romans. We've set a Primus inter pares. What title's that? Must be some, like, equites, I don't know, rule. It's not like king or senator or consul or anything. Interesting, I don't know what that means. Primus inter pares. Okay. Anyway, we shall attack them that are in a fortified stance. We're not favored doing this one, really? 3.7 to 3.4? We have 8k. We do outnumber them. Look, you know what? I think we'll do a quick save and a hard save. We might have to fight this one. Actually, I'm going to I'll do a quick save. We could retreat and bring another army up, instead of being forced to fight this one straight up. Gaius is a 5-star commander. Well, I'm slightly more. If I can get another army in, the king can still attack, and you can sit on the border there. So we'll move you further up. If we can get more on our side, the better. There we go. Now we've got a larger fight. We have 11k to their 7. Alrighty. Now that those reinforcements have come up, we've done a quick save and a hard save. Let's fight this one on the field. We're going to be facing Legion 2 here today. We have the battle for Cassentia 261 AD. It's going to be a fort battle, which is interesting. We should be able to make quick work of the Romans here. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle map. Welcome to the Battle of Cassentia. Then we'll push upon Taurus and Sicily. We're going to be able to unite Italy for Gaul. Here is the Roman encampment. 4 arrow towers. Triarii. And Astarte holding the gap. And the Golden Eagle of Rome. So, our reinforcements are coming from the left and behind us. We'll try and surround the city adequately. Or fort. We'll get my archers to focus upon the arrow towers, but the quicker we can get control of the city... Keep on saying city. The fort, the better. If we can initiate the countdown, we'll be laughing. Now, I reckon here is going to be one of the only zones of attack that's going to be exposed, because everyone else, like that other army's coming right behind the main, and that one's coming to the left. So if we can put slightly more men on these other 2 sides here, we should be able to surround it. However, we must take into consideration and note that they do have a reinforcing army. And these are properly battle-hardened Romans. These aren't your cannon fodder we were fighting before. When we took Rome and invaded Italy, the script came in the defender of Rome, or for the defense, because it's completely understandable. We don't want Rome to get knocked out so quickly in Rome too, because if they are getting attacked and conquered this early on, they're clearly doing something wrong. I think they just got ganged up on. I think Rome simply got ganged up on. We were able to unite. Basically, we've united Gaul, but we've also diplomatically neutralized and secured our border to Britannia. They're not going to attack the Celtiberians and the Germanians. And bringing Massalia and Cisalpine Gaul on our side as well. Ah, it's a piggy wiggy. There's a boar. That's a good omen for the Gauls. Imagine being like the animal assets designer for Rome too. There's so many like cool little animals in there. There's like deer. I wonder if that's a thing. Like if you play as a barbarian faction as a Gaul, more boars spawn. Because as you see on the start of battle, there's like a boar icon as well. I think he plays the Roman. You see more wolves and stuff. So let's move my archers up where they can. They're on a flammable shot. We'll try and neutralize those arrow towers, because those things absolutely rip through us. Reinforcements now coming from this side. They can push up for that side of the fort. And the reinforcements from the other side. My apologies. It's late in Australia now. I've been thoroughly enjoying my time recording today's episode. But it's getting a little bit late. Had a lot of uni coursework. Now it's time to chillax, detox, and play some of my favourite video games, Total War. And I've been really wanting to wrap up the Roman war here. It's been a lot of fun. They're actually pushing out against us. Okay. They're charging out. They're really committing as well. Alright. So, it looks like it's going to turn into a field battle on the outskirts. We'll try and countercharge where we can. So they've actually abandoned the fort, which is insanity if I do say so myself. The Romans think that they can beat us on the open field. But we're just going to go around and take the fort and start the countdown. We are slightly split. We'll send units in to take the town square and then break the arrow towers as well.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
There seems to be a couple of units sitting in and around, but they're not going to compel with the 5 charging in. Oh! Just to the north there, guys are starting to trickle in. They must have really deployed up on the far side. Quickly now, men. Especially here. Form. A front line. Put some in reserve, because if that's the second army, that's got 3k in it. We got to watch out for that. Okay, we still seem to be holding quite well. So that's only one reinforcing army. One here. So both armies here engaging might be a little bit knackered because they've actually entered the battlefield. They weren't automatically deployed. So already we've seemed to target and control a lot of them. We do have the numbers, so we're going to wrap around the flank as always and use that to our advantage. Within the fort itself, we're going to capture and destroy the 4 arrow towers. And once we take the town square, the fort square, technically, we should be able to initiate the countdown. My archers now are putting arrow fire suppressor. Oh, because technically they're using flammable shock. It was before when I was targeting the tower, but we seem to be breaking them. So 2 fronts on the outside, 2 battles going on. Okay, so we've capped the town square now, but apparently no countdown will be initiated. So that's probably why they're pushing on both sides, just trying to fight us in the open field. And they have the advantage. They might win here if we're not careful. I guess countdowns only get initiated when it's a city or a fort. There was no indicator on the top, which is a shame. So we've pushed units in there, wasting a little bit of time, but there's a huge caveat, there's a but. I believe when you take a capture point, whoever controls it gets a morale buff. So my armies are split, but if we can win on either battle, we'll be fine. So they've actually divided and conquered as well. Hold, men. Hold where you can. There's an opportunity to run down some skirmishes there. We're struggling. It got to like 30% in their favor, or it was like 30% to our favor. It was like a 70 towards them. So I've got a couple units holding the fort, but we're only just holding here. My archers are doing tremendously well. It's actually probably better off doing with the morale support stuff, just getting debuffs in, just trying to hold them. We're flanking here where we can, but we're struggling to pierce through their center. We've wrapped around the flanks. Not doing as well as I'd like. We might have won this here, but they have made us fight to the absolute last man and bitter end here. We only outnumber them by 3,000. I think it's just superior, man. Also, our men per unit are quite low compared to theirs. So there is a risk of routing in some aspects. But we've won this first battle here that they pushed us on the far side. And we still seem to be holding on the far. But it is an absolute tough fight, this is. They are fighting for the last stand of Rome. They are fighting for the Latin cause. While barbarians, even men of Hellas, Hellenic Massalians, march through Rome. I'm sure they hate that. Okay, we've won on this far side now. And now they've got units moving around. It looks like it's a full retreat. The enemy general's dead. Oh, we've sniped him. Yes. We've managed to take and isolate him. And they're in a full retreat. Victory! Let's try and run down as many of them as we can. Because, of course, it wasn't a fort. What a crazy last stand. They did a bit of an unorthodox approach. They maybe knew that they were better off to try and isolate our guys coming in. It was a close one. Dividing the armies up quite evenly. But we managed to hold on. And the Gallic horseman now dominates and occupies the farms of Rome. And let's end it there. Close one. Crikey, mate. We deployed 11k. We lost 3. They lost 6.7. Yeah, it's the spawned army. That's why. They've got like proper triarii. The other armies they've recruited from their pool. It was one of the scripted armies that we fought. which are a lot tougher. Because, like, where are they getting all these chevrons from? Or maybe it was rotated from the Punic Wars. Maybe. Maybe. I doubt it, though. Alrighty. Oh, we actually lost a chieftain. Ah, from one of the tribes. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, well, no matter. Your sons. You're a Gaul. I'm sure you got plenty of boys. What's that quote from Crixus? How many sons do you have, Crixus? I have 5 sons. My father has 5 sons. My grandfather has 5. My great-granddad has 20. Anyway, his family line's coming along well, the kings. Alright, welcome to the top of the turn. So, now that we've defeated the army just outside Cassentia, we're going to be able to push and take the city now. And then we'll be able to cut off any reinforcements to Taurus. We will march to Taurus in the next term. So, we'll defeat the Cassentia garrison now. And we've taken part of the boot. We've taken the foot, I guess. The foot of Italy. It is now under French control. We've secured the Gucci. Syracuse. Defensive with Epirus. They're not at war with Rome. So we might have to bypass them to deal with those 2 southern territories. We want to try and knock Rome out once and for all. We don't want them coming back. Even if they, like, conquer North Africa. That would be bad. Okay. Push you to Beneventum. So we've got 5 stacks in operation. Ah, the Romans actually pushed us here. Really? Okay. We're not favoured to win that. So let's just fall back to Cassentia. And hold. Yeah. I'm not going to fight them on my terms. Sorry, I'm not going to fight them on their terms. I'm going to fight them on mine. I got 2 more stacks coming down, which are fresh. We've just beaten their first stack. We're a little bit knackered in Cassentia. We need to rally up. Okay. So I need to rally with the king's army before we can deal with the small army that's pulled out. So instead of pushing and having the siege of Taurus today, they've come up against me. We might have to fight with one of these other armies because... Pick the one of our faction. Our guys are a bit knackered. We haven't had time to repair and replenish. If we go with the king... Fire out. Why is the auto-resolve so bad there? We should have the numbers. That's better than before.
We cannot do that. Thirsty for battle.
Maybe we can isolate someone here?
I live to serve the people of...
Like, isolate an army away, that might do it? Like, what if we go after this one? It doesn't change. I just think that's a little bit ridiculous. We outnumber them. We had better odds before. What's the auto-resolve say? What? Close? If we go aggressive? Why? Why is that lying to me? That's what I thought. I thought we'd better auto-resolve that. So, we've managed to finish off the 2 Roman armies there. We've lost... How many units have we lost? 5... 7. So we had 13. We lost 5.6 because we didn't play it. So the last, it's pretty much like a replica of the last fight, but it was on the open field. But they lost 6. Good. We've defeated the Taurus garrison. We'll send you over there to take it. We'll be able to get the boot. Oh, there's actually some mercs that we can get. Let's get them. Seems to be a lot. That's how we're going to replenish our force, because we're just rolling in cash. Getting core Gallic warriors isn't a necessity just yet. Alright, let's push for Taurus. What? Oh, come off it. Epirus has taken Taurus. Ah, you cheeky boys. I wanted to have all of Italy under our control. Oh, that's a shame. They're my defensive allies. And they allowed us to join this war. Well, I guess that's their reward. They're going to occupy the trade lane of Taurus. Damn it. I wanted Brundisium. Oh, well, looks like we need to push south to Sicily to take the west coast. We actually drew them out and fought them as well. Damn it. Okay, guys, welcome to the top of the turn. It's time to do some Gallic military actions in western Sicily. We have 4 units there now. We haven't been able to replenish too much, but I think she's all over Red Rover. We've thrown back Rome's legions. They are done and dusted. So we should be able to take Argas and Lilybaeum now. But it looks like my allies sort of have a newfound confidence in the peninsula. 2 full stacks of Epirus and a stack of Massalians. And a fleet to the north as well. Oh, and they've actually taken... They're looking to take Sardinia and Corsica. The Massalians. Anyway, dealing with this siege now. We're going to be able to quickly deal with this one. Far out. We're all the way down in Sicily. It's just sort of weird to comprehend. Starting off in... humble, but tough. Tribal beginnings. Rome only has 1 settlement now. Oh, Corellas has fallen to Carthaginians. Huh. Sardinia is now under the control of Massalia. Okay. Alright, let's push to the last settlement for Rome. Oh, what? Oh, are you kidding me? The Massalian king wants a territory. And he sent his fleet down there as well. I guess I could have denied. Oh, they're going to get it as well. Oh, damn it. Oh, guys. Well, unfortunately on that note, Rome's been defeated. Well, unfortunately for them. But my allies have come in and snuffed some territory out, which is a shame. But I guess technically we own it by proxy due to our military alliance and defensive. So Massalia has a territory now in Sicily. Well, technically they're still alive. They're rotting away at the edge of the world. They ain't coming back from that, though. Maybe if they take Lepidus, that might work out well. And there are Hellenic people back in Taurus, because I think the original Taurus were descendants, like Hellenic descendants of Sparta. I think they were their puppet. We even got some Isca, Britannian guys here as well. So, guys, unfortunately, on that note, it's time to end episode 5. And the series of the Total War Rome 2 Divide et Impera Gallic series. I feel like I've hit and done exactly what I set out to do. I wanted to unite Gaul under an Arverni banner, get us nice and strong enough to attack the Romans. We did tremendously well in battles in the north and south. Things slowed down towards the end territory-wise because, oh damn, allies started snatching stuff left, right and centre. But this is how the world shaped up. The Thrace-Adrician kingdom did well. The Suebi aren't the dominant first force in Germany. The Iceni have consolidated their position well. And Massalia, Taurus, and our allies have been rewarded. Orsorix has some children, yet none of them have come of age. We are still a chieftain. We never switched over to a tribal confederation. We didn't confederate with anyone, which is a shame. No one wanted to confederate with us. I really wanted to do that. There were a lot of factions that technically could have, because we've got the same blood, but no one made the decision to do so. Technically, for the long military victories, 80 we have 17, and Magna Graecia, we got Latium, Thrace. They want us to take what? Southern Iberia. What's this over here? Cappadocia. Why would that be a part of our victory conditions? We got 180. We nearly hit the military one, though. Yeah, they just... I negotiated with them before. No one wants to join me. I'm steadfast. I'm quite strong. I don't know why. Maybe I need a mod. So people are more inclined. Galatia. They're still holding out against the Seleucids. In the Far East. If we got them under our control, that would have been a really cool opportunity to take. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, I think it's time to end the Gaulish series here. But it's depending on you guys. I've set out my short victory conditions that I wanted to achieve. But depending on support, feedback, and suggestions, we can do more episodes. We could basically betray our allies, get rid of Taurus, Epirus out of Italy, Massalia, maybe do what the Romans couldn't do, and finish off the Punic Wars. Maybe taking North Africa, like the Visigoths of all. But all hail Orsorix, the Gallic king of the Romans, the uniter of Gaul and the Italian peninsula. So hopefully if we sort of sit here for a few hundred centuries, we can form sort of the Kingdom of France and Italy combined. But thanks for watching. I'll put in the description below DEI if you guys like to download it and play along with me. There are still a lot of factions I can still play as DEI. We could maybe revisit some of the older series, which I've done, maybe redo them on this new version. 5 years on, we can maybe play as Sparta, Rome, or Iceni, or maybe someone I haven't actually played before on the channel, like the Seleucids, maybe even Epirus. I don't know. Chimeria, let me know in the comments. But if you don't like the sound of that, maybe we can do more Total War Attila, 1212 AD. Let me know a strategy game or war game on the channel, because sometimes they do pass me by. If you think there's a good suggestion, let me know so I can plan ahead. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching the Gaulish series. I've had an absolute blast recording this. I do recommend playing as the Gauls on DEI. They're a lot of fun. Alright, peace.
Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.